Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja. We're thrilled to have you with us as we explore the fascinating world of probability. Here, we're all about making education engaging and accessible for everyone. If you're new to our community, don't forget to subscribe for free educational content that expands your mind. Together, we're on a mission to make learning an adventure you'll love. Let's dive into today's lesson where we'll uncover how probability shapes our everyday lives. Probability is everywhere around us, guiding our decisions despite being often unnoticed. At its core, probability is the branch of mathematics that measures the likelihood of events occurring. It can help us understand uncertainty and make informed predictions, allowing us to navigate our complex world a bit more safely. Think about how we constantly rely on it. Each time we check the weather, assess the risks of an investment, or even decide if we should carry an umbrella, we are engaging with probability.nn. To understand probability, it's crucial to know that it ranges from 0 to 1. A probability of 0 means an event will not happen, while 1 indicates certainty. For example, flipping a fair coin has a probability of 0.5 for heads and 0.5 for tails. This understanding is empowering, highlighting how mathematics can provide a framework for decision-making. You might find it interesting to know that the mathematical study of probability began in the 17th century when gamblers were curious about determining their chances in games of chance, leading great minds like Blaise Pascal and Pierre de Fermat to ponder these questions. One of the ways we see probability in action is through meteorology. Meteorologists use probability to express the chances of various weather events. When you hear there's a 70% chance of rain, this figure comes from analyzing past weather conditions and historical data. Essentially, it means that, historically, in similar conditions, it rains 70% of the time. The unpredictable nature of weather, often influenced by chaotic atmospheric conditions, makes it a perfect field for applying probabilistic models. Understanding these probabilities not only prepares us to dress appropriately but also helps us plan events or travel. Moving to the realm of sports, probability becomes a game changer. Athletes, coaches, and analysts employ a deep understanding of probability to enhance their strategies. In poker, for example, experienced players calculate the likelihood of drawing certain hands, leveraging this knowledge to make tactical decisions. Even in sports like baseball and basketball, teams analyze probability to assess player performance and optimize strategies. Take the famous concept of Moneyball in baseball, where teams assess player value based on statistical probabilities rather than traditional metrics. This innovative approach has redefined how teams build their rosters and make game decisions. Let's also discuss the law of large numbers, a fundamental principle that reinforces how probability works over time. This law states that as the number of trials increases, the average of the results will converge on the expected value. For example, if you flip a coin only 10 times, you might see a disproportionate number of heads or tails. However, if you flip that coin thousands of times, the results will trend towards the expected 50-50 ratio. This principle is vital in various fields, including insurance. Insurance companies rely on it to set premiums and predict costs without ever knowing which specific individuals will make claims. They can accurately forecast their overall risk by analyzing broader patterns. Another compelling application of probability is in medicine. The decisions that doctors and patients make regarding diagnoses and treatment heavily rely on probabilistic thinking. For instance, when a doctor states that a treatment has a 90% success rate, they are providing a statistical likelihood that aids patients in making informed choices about their healthcare. Medical professionals evaluate probabilities related to symptoms, test outcomes, and patient history to identify potential diseases effectively. Understanding odds in a medical context also helps prevent misunderstandings, like overestimating the importance of a positive test result for a rare condition. Now, let's explore an engaging puzzle known as the birthday paradox. This concept often surprises those who encounter it. The paradox addresses the question: how many people need to be in a room for there to be a greater than 50% chance that at least two individuals share the same birthday? Intuitively, many assume that it must take a large number like 183 people. Surprisingly, the answer is just 23. This is due to the numerous pairings that can occur among that group, highlighting how intuition about probability can often lead us astray. In fact, with just 70 people in a room, the likelihood of shared birthdays soars to 99.9%. It's a fantastic illustration of how our intuitive grasp of probability can sometimes be fundamentally flawed, opening the door to deeper understanding. In sports, coaches and strategists harness probability to make data-driven decisions. They analyze the likelihood of various plays succeeding under certain conditions, guiding their strategies during games. For example, in basketball, the analysis of shot probabilities proves invaluable, determining whether players should prioritize high-risk, high-reward shots. By leveraging probabilities, coaches can devise winning strategies that are more informed than ever. An essential aspect of probability that often comes up is conditional probability, the likelihood of an event occurring given that another event has already happened. For instance, knowing that a storm is approaching elevates the probability of rain significantly. Similarly, in medicine, the probability of a condition can become much clearer once relevant symptoms are known. This nuanced understanding of how information influences our perceptions and decisions is vital, enabling us to adjust our beliefs based on new evidence. Lastly, let's address common misconceptions surrounding probability. One prevalent fallacy is the gambler's fallacy, which is the belief that after a streak of a certain event, the opposite is due to happen. For example, a player might feel that a coin must land on heads soon after several tails appear. In truth, each coin flip remains independent, and the probability remains steady at 50%. Recognizing and overcoming these misconceptions is crucial for sound decision-making in our lives. A fascinating fact is that casinos often benefit from these misconceptions, as players may bet more during perceived streaks, mistakenly believing they can predict outcomes based on past results. Today, we've delved into the compelling world of probability, discovering how it shapes decision-making in our everyday lives. From the forecasts that guide our daily actions to the strategies that athletes use to gain an edge in competition, probability is a powerful tool. We explored its practical applications within fields such as medicine and finance, learning about strategies that utilize probabilities for better decision-making, and we examined some of the intriguing puzzles that reveal how our intuitions can sometimes mislead us. All of this illustrates how deeply intertwined probability is with our daily experiences. Thank you for joining us today on this enlightening journey into the world of probability. Remember, understanding these concepts can help you make better informed decisions across various aspects of your life. If you've enjoyed this episode, we'd love for you to subscribe and share with friends who might benefit from these insights. Together, let's nurture a thriving community of learners here at Spelling Bee Ninja. Until next time, keep exploring and questioning the mysteries of mathematics and beyond.